Nice car.
Oh, there's a lovely white one. Just sold it twice, bought it back, Lumming went and sold it again, stupid. But I had to. You have to have money, you have to have profit, you have to pay expenses, so it had to go, you know. 30,000 quid, I think it was. I'd love to own it back, love to. But anyway, lovely car, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, manual. Yeah. Again, I'm not sure I'd have a manual anymore, you know. I know all the purists and all the rest of it saying, E-Type, you must have a manual E-Type. I'm not over sure you do, you know. They're not noted to be a brilliant gearbox. And let's face it, they're a sports car limo, aren't they? I mean, look at the size of the bloody thing. It's a limousine, isn't it, really? and all I want to do, and I'll tell you what, I advise most guys to take the same attitude out there, is a clunk, oof, off you go. Forget all about that then, you know. Like in London and towns and that sort of thing. I mean, an XJ6 is the answer in it. I proved it myself all them years ago. Manual, oh, no way, not a nice box. In fact, the early boxes, the Moss boxes, were terrible. And there's an awful lot of enthusiasts out there put 5-speed German Getrick or something gearboxes in them, I don't know. But auto, click, away you go, that's the answer. But lovely car, lovely looking car. Sunroof, yeah. I mean, you either love them or hate them, don't you? But I think, I've heard it said many a time, and I've said it many a time, a fixed head like this with a sunroof, the best. Convertibles are lovely, but you never really got the right weather for one, you know, and when you have got the right weather, she's sitting in there moaning, it's blowing me air about and all the rest of it. You can't win, can you? So if you're going to have a convertible, you can't take her out, can you? So no point. And but with one of these, with the old full-length Webasto, the business. I used to have these put in the Audi coupes and similar Capris. £1,000 a piece in them days, you know. 1975, £1,000 put on them. You could argue it put £1,000 on it, but it didn't. But you could argue it. But lovely car, nice thing. Standard wheels, look. Lovely again, standard wheels. Beautiful standard wheels.
I might just have to lift that up.
In my opinion, there's only 2 cars out in this country that should have, maybe 3, standard wheels. Would be Jensen, Jaguar, and Aston Martin. Other than that, in my opinion, everything should have steel wheels as they come out of the factory. And I think these look lovely on steel wheels, I really do. You could argue, you know, put a set of alloys on might look nice. What do they call them? You know, always forget the name of them. But you could put a pair of quality alloys on might look nice. But I think these look nice on standard steel wheels myself.
You see, they got to be wires for me. I like wires.
Not megalites, not megalites.
I don't know what you're thinking of now.
Now, this is the cheapest version out of all the E-Types. 2+2 V12 fixed head is the cheapest version. Plenty of them around at 30 and 40,000. I can't see them ever being worth any less. I know a lot of the dealers and traders and that are trying to whip them up to 60 grand and that. They're not 60 grand cars. They're 30, 40 grand cars, that's what they are. And they're damn good value at that money, without question. And I'd have this particular model in preference to an 80 or 90,000 pound Series 1. You know, with all this flat floor business and all the rest of it, no way. I'd have one of these all the time. And that last white one of mine, I mean, until you've driven one, you just don't realise how they go. They really do go. Now I know that doesn't compare very well with a modern supercar like a modern Aston Martin DB9 or whatever it might be. I don't know. I know they don't compare quite with them, but I tell you what, they give them a run for their money. They really do. And one of these, this exact car, is the only vehicle that I think I've ever driven that you can cruise along at 20 mile an hour in top gear, accelerate up to 150 mile an hour in top gear, 20 to 150 in top gear, never changing gear, and they get there pretty quick. So they are a true supercar. Come and have a look at this, everybody, because this is just a lovely, straight looking car. Just as I like to see it. Looks as though it's had a new header tank in recently, when I looked at it for whatever reason. I don't remember them going wrong, but maybe they leak, I don't know. Strongberg carburetors, never been ultra fond of Strongberg carburetors, but if you set them up right and you know, new diaphragms and set them up right, they're okay. Got a new distributor cap, as you can see, and this is another problem here, the electronic ignition, not a good place to have it. There's upgrades where you move it down the air to get some air, keep it away from this hot section here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because they do tend to pack up when they get hot. So this is totally original, never been messed about with. But this is honest car, this.
You gonna add?
I met Brian. Brian's had the car from, we think, about 18 months, 2 years. Brian's forgot more things than I can remember. He's 90 odd years of age, bless him. Had it for most of its life, together with another fantastic Subaru. Went down, met them, filmed with him, made us extremely welcome. Had the most pleasant afternoon. Genuine as they come, the car. Can't find any paperwork. Lost his wife about 3 years ago, unfortunately, and completely lost his mojo. He's just getting it back a bit now, thankfully. She done all the paperwork with the business and everything. But like I say, had it since it was very young. Had it painted about 20 years ago. Speedo stopped working about 10 years ago or something, so you have to disregard that. There might be some history online, maybe, but basically it's what you see is what you get. Yeah, lovely, lovely guy, lovely car.
Good. Right, we'll have to finish it off. We're near the 6 minute mark.
Right tyres, yeah. SP tyre looks a bit correct tyres, exactly as they should be, those front tyres.
Good.
So, yeah.